Here we see a broadcast from Helios says the sea will face a heavy rainstorm. But as raindrop falls, people here realize this is not rain. They suddenly gets possessed and floats towards a spaceship-like thing appears in the sky. Here after 5 hours, Jeopardy team arrives and tries to recover the survivors. As the figure with 4 arms sees them, one of the guys is suddenly get attacked by what it seems by the same team who is possessed. Suddenly a shadow-like thing appears protecting the guy and we get a character introduction. Skia, Fadia and Musa. They all fight the anomalies there. Now at the other scene. Baisang sees the player character. By the way, the footage here is of male but I choose female to play. I forgot to capture gameplay footage, that's why I am using this clip from another's video. So here he says not to look at that thing above. Here the player says it's right here and it seems by staring towards is the nullification of hypervortex speeds off. Suddenly a being code 0 comes in and says not to interfere with something and then the area gets nullified. The player later then brought to BSC, Bureau of Anomaly Control. Here player gets introduced to Nelly and Mint. Mint seems little unconfident, clumsy, shy girl, and she calls the player best of players saint. In this case Coco, so the name is Coco. After elevator talks, player meet the director of BSC, Alpha. Alpha said that 7 weeks ago level 7 anomaly trait appear hypervortex. Also code 0 and U, the player appear which both was undetectable by the Wertheimer Tower, which by the way will be explained later. And since it seems there's a special connection, player joins the BSC using a contract which may help in uncovering the past. Alpha gives a card to work at antique shop and says the people working there are a team of anomaly hunters. Now there is a containment breach. Here Mint comes in and says that anomaly R3707 is in breach. Here you can see several frames appear. Alpha gives them order to recontain it. Here the player goes in and defends the anomalies there with the help of Mint. And man, the cutscene of this boss fight is just, I can't even explain. Just see for yourself.
Let me show you my secret move. Mint Super Duper Ultra 360 Whirlwind Slash!
Here you can see the title NTE. Here Mint shows around the town. There is Wertheimer Tower that detect any incoming anomalies and then alerts BSC about its activities in the area. Here Mint walks away as she left something telecare spray for her friend Nenali in the car. Here player visits Yvonne. The guy Adler working there gets confused as he thought the player is just a random buyer or something. Mint rushes and introduces the player to Adler and Takido, who seems to speak in different language, but the player understands it. Here Mint messes around with anomaly artifact and accidentally activates it by opening the door of mini castle, which leads to all shrinking. Adler says not to worry, it takes around 7 minutes to recover, but suddenly Takido shows up and sees them thinking it's a cockroaches and attacks. Here you fight Takido and survive for like 7 minutes. And at the cutscene there's a fun scene.
This dirty thing. Die!
And with that, we get introduced to Yvonne family. Daffodil, Nanali, Zachary and Edgar. Then after that, player gets introduced to his room where player can live. So that's the walkthrough one. If you like it, please like and sub. Bye.